Ian R. Crane, and we were talking about Rick Clay there just before the break. And Ian, I know there's just a little bit more on that you wanted to say.
Well, just to say, I mean, obviously, I'm sure everyone will join me in, sending condolences to his family. I mean, it's obviously a very difficult time for them. But, out of every tragedy, and I think that, we have to start to become more aware that as the veil gets thinner, more and more people are going to start to have this sudden awareness, this awakening, seeing through the veil. More and more people are going to start thinking they're the Messiah as they sort of struggle to integrate these experiences. And I think what's important is that, instead of starting to debate whether or not there's something untoward about the cause of death, we actually start to discuss ways in which we can be mutually supportive of each other as people, family, friends, start to go through this awakening experience.
Absolutely. And our hearts do go out to his family. It's a terrible thing.
Indeed.
Right, let's move on very quickly. Codex Alimentarius. Now, this is the one thing that they don't want the world to know about. They're quite happy that nobody does know about it. What's going on with it?
What's going on? Well, we're rapidly getting towards December 31st, 2009, where the next tranche of legislation kicks in Europe. I mean, Codex Alimentarius simply means food code. It's a global food code. It's been in the making for nearly 50 years. It's been going on behind the scenes, and fundamentally, Ross, what it means is that there is an agenda, and it's an agenda that's rapidly advancing, which is ostensibly to completely shut down organic or all other natural farming, and also to completely destroy the complementary and alternative healthcare industry. Now, that sounds completely outrageous, and of course it's meant to, because if it sounds outrageous, nobody will ever believe it's going to happen. But it is happening, and the people that, tragically have got their heads so far in the sand are those who are going to actually be affected by this, because, they just don't believe it's going to happen. So I've been doing a series of talks around the country. I'm giving, I'm giving one on next Tuesday evening in Bangor in North Wales. And then I'm in Ireland later this month in Cork. And then I'm over to Sweden in November in our 3-day tour in Sweden to talk about Codex. Because this is something that impacts everybody on the planet. It is the pharmaceutical industry and the big pharma companies like Monsanto, DuPont, and Cargill, and these guys want to take total control of the food supply and the health care, and I'll use health care very loosely because it does not mean health care at all. It means actually making you permanently sick. So the whole idea is to get people ill by making them eat crap food, and then keep them basically ill by providing them with pharmaceuticals that impact on their health.
It's a dreadful
thing. It's a revenue stream.
Now, I've got to stop you there, Ian, because we are running out of time, and I want to just talk very quickly about your new DVD, The War on Terror. Where can people get that?
Thanks for that, Ross. Yes, it's The War on Terror. Terror spelled T-E-R-R-A. The War on Earth, and the subtitle is The New World Order Agenda Exposed. It'll be available from September 30th. It's available from my website, which is www.ianrcrane.co.uk, and all advance orders, Ross, anybody placing an order before September 30th will receive a free copy of Jeff Stray's new book, 2012 in Your Pocket.
Fantastic. That's really, really good. Now, that website again is ianrcrane.co.uk. If you want to hear more about Codex Alimentarius, we're going to get Ian on Trevor and Lizzie's show on the Witching Hour on Tuesday night, talking some more about this, because they're very keen to do this as well on that show. Ian, as always, a delight talking to you, and time's run out on us, and it always does. We've got so much more really to talk about, but I guess we're going to have to...
going on, Ross.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have to get you back on as a regular guest here, I think.
I do look forward to it.
Well, enjoy Bangor next week, and I will see you at the end of the month at the Irish UFO conference, because we're both speaking there, aren't we?
We are indeed. I shall look forward to it, my friend.
It'll be great. You have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your trip to Bangor, and we'll catch up sometime next week.
Thanks a lot, Ross. All the best.
Cheers, Ian. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye. There you go. It's Ian R. Crane, and the website again, ianrcrane.co.uk. Do check that out. And that's about it. It's brought us to the end of another show. Now, if you were interested in what Yvonne Ann had to say earlier, her show coming up next, because she now does her own show here on Glastonbury Radio, and it's coming up right after the break.